Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Getting With the Program, talking about Episode 5 of Season 2 of RWBY, Extracurricular. I am your ever-friendly Pokeprof, joined once again by Kitty Kross.
Hello!
And Ashen Sky.
Dun 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 dun.
So, this seems to be a little bit of more of a cool down episode compared to some of the other stuff, because a lot of stuff has been some plot and then a lot of action. And while we do get some action here, it's more about the characters, I feel, this time around than the last couple of episodes have been. But the main focus of it is we get to see Pyrrha basically showing off her stuff. And as I said when we were actually watching the episode, any instance where I can see Team Cardinal getting their asses handed to them is a good thing. Well, I'm sorry, they have been portrayed pretty much as nothing but jerks.
Because they are.
Yeah, and frankly, I am perfectly fine with them getting their asses kicked by Best Girl, so there we go. And I say Best Girl in the context that she's the best fighter, not Best Girl as in I like her the most. That would still be Nora, who has actually been surprisingly absent lately.
You'll see her, I believe, next episode.
Oh, yeah, no, it's like I figured they, especially considering that Nora and her team is supposed to be, like, the secondary group, they're basically the backup for when RWBY isn't around. I figured they would not get anywhere near as much focus. I mean, hell, I think, Ren, is it?
I think so. It's either Ren or Ren, or... Yeah, I think it's Ren.
Yeah.
You mean the guy in green?
Yeah.
Ren, yes.
Yeah, so Ren has had all of, 4 or 5 lines in the entire series so far?
He doesn't say much. He's one of those types that's kind of like the quiet, stoic, lets his actions speak for him type.
Mm-hmm. I understand that.
And like I said, he was originally voiced by Monty himself before he passed.
Yeah. So it also makes sense that they would also cut down the dialogue there as well, but...
Well, it was like that before Monty passed anyway, but later on when
still before his passing.
Yeah,
right?
These episodes are still before he passed.
Yeah, okay. Well, we'll have to make special note about what episode is when he had actually passed, just to see if there is any change in, like, story or voice acting or how things are handled. Because I do know some people...
I can tell you right off the bat that nothing changes in that regard after he passes. The only thing that changes is the voice actor, his brother, took over the role.
Right. I know, but I do know...
And he sounds just like him.
Right. I do know some people say the fact that they feel like a series has changed once its creator has passed on, so... it's just something I like to keep in mind myself.
Well, he passed away somewhere around I think, midway point of season 3.
Okay.
So, and the end of season 3, I believe, is where I stopped watching, so.
All right, well, we'll have to see. But getting back to the episode itself, we actually go and get to see, after Pyrrha gets to fight off Team Cardinal, she ends up going up against Mercury, who learns about her power, her semblance through it, all this. It's like, it's clear the only reason he's fighting is to gauge her own skills.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, him and the rest of his team, Cinder and Emerald, basically going in undercover and pretending to be students. That's not exactly something obvious to the rest of the cast. But also, apparently, between the episodes, since the last one, Blake has actually apparently been running herself ragged to where you actually see, like, dark circles under her eyes, and the rest of the RWBY team is like, you're pushing yourself too hard. You are clearly not able to keep up with whatever is going on. Things are... you're clearly overdoing it.
Yeah.
And Blake is not hearing any of it. She is refusing flat out, to the point where she's not allowing herself any off time or any form of enjoyment, to where she actually snaps at Sun, because one of the main plot points of the episode is we've got like a dance going on We've got the fall
Yeah, it's
formal
coming up.
happening.
It's not the fall forward, but yeah.
I know. I'm sorry, I had to make the reference. But it's coming up, and Sun asks Blake to dance because he is clearly interested in her. And she shot him down hard because it's like, we need to be serious. We need to go out and find Torchwick. We need to stop what the White Fang is doing. And it seems to her right now that it feels like everyone is not doing that. They're doing off other things. They're focused more on school. They're focused more on their social lives. And it's like for the other girls, they're like, no. It's like, Blake, it's like, we understand it. We're all about trying to get things done, but we also need downtime. You also need to be able to sit back and relax and rest. It's like, and she's just not willing to hear it.
She is obsessed with what's going on and wanting to get it taken care of, and she won't hear of anything else until it's done. She thinks everything else is superfluous.
Yeah. But then
She's overly focused.
Yeah. But then the other major plot point that we get followed up on after that is frickin' Jaune.
He asks Weiss to the dance. Of course, she turns him down.
It's not just that he asked her to the dance, it's that he did it with frickin' guitar and singing.
He tried to serenade her and did a terrible job at it.
I thought he did great.
It basically, it was an embarrassment. It's like, here's the thing. One thing I will flat out say right now, for those who don't know me personally or haven't seen me enough through these videos or through stream, is I am very, very perceptive to an emotion from different things, especially when it comes to like a TV show or a cartoon or what have you, right? To the point where I had to take off my headphones and close my eyes because I could feel the embarrassment coming off of that scene of just what Jaune was doing.
I do that too, honey, so don't feel alone.
I know.
If there's a scene coming up that you know that it's going to be hard to deal with because it's just awkward or just, it's going to be embarrassing as hell, I close my eyes and plug my ears too.
It's just. And here's the thing with me is literally the scene right after that is he is going and complaining to Pyrrha about this. And you can see with the way she is acting, the way her voice is, you can tell Pyrrha has it bad for Jaune.
Oh, yeah.
And the boy just is a brick wall idiot. And it's driving me mad.
Don't worry, he learns better eventually.
I hope eventually soon. Because here's the thing. It's like, I understand it's a trope for a reason. But the boy is getting trained by a girl who is essentially the best fighter at the school, barring like maybe one or two other students, right? Mm-hmm. And has clearly been interested in talking with him and hanging out with him since day one, and is willing to go through all these different hoops in terms of, trying to impress him. It's like trying to do all this stuff. It's insane how much she's going through. It's like I said before, sometimes I just want to throw the two into the closet and say, there, Pyrrha, go wild, show them how you feel, and be done with it already. I don't know, it's that character tropiness that drives me mad. It's also
bro, we're all mad down here.
It's the shipper in me. Flat out, it's the shipper in me. It's like, I like seeing characters I like to go together, to be happy together. And it is clear that, these two would be good for each other. And yet we're having him literally be an idiot every other episode around Weiss, who, frankly, as a character, I still don't like. It's like my opinion of Weiss has gotten better with the episodes. It's gone up. But overall, I still feel like in terms of characters I would enjoy and say I was like, hey, this is the kind of person I would be around, Weiss is still near the bottom of that list. It's like I would be willingly be around Cinder, who is the villain, and Torchwick, who is the villain, before I would willingly want to be around Weiss. So it really feels like they're more doing this for it just to be funny, and just it's like no, let Jaune realize that Pyrrha has for the hots for him, and let the two, have something precious. Come on. Arr.
Like I said, he learns.
Yes. And what does Pyrrha have to do? Sacrifice an eye?
I'm not saying anything.
Uh-huh. Sorry. It's... like I said, it's a shipper of me. I want to see characters I like happy together, damn it.
Mm-hmm.
Then again, anybody who's read my stories knows that, so meh. Also, Sky, you also pointed out while we were actually watching the episode itself proper, what was the thing that was bugging you the most about Cinder?
Oh, you mean Voldemort?
Yeah. The fact that the animation style, especially when you're looking straight at the character's face...
There are no noses.
No
Where
noses.
are the noses?
Oh my god, I just realized. No, it's not Voldemort. They have Krillin face.
Krillin face.
They have Krillin face, because Krillin doesn't have a nose unless you look at him off onto the side.
Well, even when you look at him to the side, Krillin doesn't have a nose.
My point still stands. They have Krillin face. And Cinder is probably the character who's it's most obvious with. More than any other characters, because every character seems to have that to an extent. But Cinder's nose is like so slight and so barely there. It looks like she's just these two big old eyes and a grinning mouth that looks like the mouth should be all sharp teeth instead of just the normal teeth she has.
She's got Undyne face.
Pretty much. Cue Lobo screaming, "That's my fish girl!"
That's his waifu.
That's his fishu. It's his fishu.
Oh.
But other than that, it's clear that Cinder and the others are planning something. Again, we don't know what. This is more just build up and a slightly bad attempt, in my opinion, at drama with Jaune.
Well, keep in mind, not all drama is going to seem like good drama, but from a certain point of view, it is realistic. Because some people are just that dense.
Maybe. I feel it's a little ham-fisted. I mean, it's not out of character. We've seen Jaune act like this before. He's clearly not the brightest bulb in the bunch, but I would still think that he would be smart enough to know when a girl is fawning over him, and it's clear that's exactly what Pyrrha's doing. And it drives me nuts that nothing has happened with it, especially when it keeps on hitting on Weiss. It's like, no means no, means no, means
True,
no.
but you got to admire his persistence.
Yeah, that's about his only good quality so far. That and his aura. He apparently has a massive aura.
I bet that's what all the ladies say.
God damn it, guy.
Well, he's also, when they're in the clinch, he's pretty good tactician.
Yeah. I'm just hoping for his character to improve and to get off Weiss fast. It's like the whole his obsession with Weiss for me is physically bringing my enjoyment of the character down.
Mm-hmm.
It's mostly because of my low opinion of Weiss, but if you let me, I will rant on about frickin' shipping and pairings and shit for the entire episode. So I think we should stop here.
Mm-hmm.
Any other final thoughts before we go and cut it off?
No, I think that's pretty much it.
All right. Then with all that said, folks, until next time, stay frosty.
Bye-bye.
See ya.
And frickin' get with Pyrrha, Jaune. Bye-bye, folks. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, it's your ever-friendly Pokeprof, and I wanted to thank you for watching yet another episode of Getting With The Program. If you got any suggestions on how to make the show better, or you're just wanting to say hi, leave a comment below. If you also like and subscribe, that will definitely help us out on the channel. Also be sure to check out the upcoming episode of Fascinating Fiction, a solo series in which I'm wanting to do a little bit more scripted content. You can also follow both me and Kitty, and I believe also Sky as well, on social media, mostly Twitter, and as well as when we stream on Sundays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays over on Twitch, where we mostly just play games that I've never played before and goof around. Hope to see you guys there, but until then, stay frosty.